Hey guys, it's me. I haven't done a video in a really long time, so sorry about that. Just been really busy and crazy and hectic lately, but let's see. I just hit my week 4 post RNY gastric bypass surgery yesterday. It was 4 weeks out. And I'm doing really good, starting to really notice a lot of changes. Clothes fitting better, clothes that didn't fit before starting to fit now, so that's really exciting. I've really noticed, like, in my chin and in my jawline, a lot of differences, kind of in my cheeks. My face is kind of thinning and debloating. I notice it, like, in my shoulders, like I'm starting to have shoulder bones. I told that to my husband yesterday, and he's like, what do you mean you notice it in your shoulders? It's like, well, it was so much fat build up there before. Now I feel like I have bones. So that's really exciting, and just my stomach going down and, debloating and just kind of starting to shrink a little bit everywhere. So I'm really excited that I'm seeing results. I'm down just shy of 30 pounds now by week 4, so that's really good. My surgeon told me that the average by 6 weeks is typically between 35 to 50 pound weight loss, depending on how much weight you had to lose from the start. So, and I wasn't on the heavier side of the scale. I was approved because I had previous health issues, so I did have a lower BMI. Typically, to get approved for gastric bypass, you have to have a BMI of 40 or higher. But if you have comorbidities, or there's a pre-existing condition beforehand, you can be approved in a smaller weight loss bracket, and that's usually, I think, between 35 and then the 40 BMI range. And I believe my BMI was 37 when I started. So anyway, so I'm really proud of my weight loss so far. Everything, obviously, still I'm learning what my pouch can and cannot handle. But honestly, it's not too picky. I've been able to eat quite a variety of things, since I started being able to eat foods. And, each week I kind of gradually build up to something different or trying something different. I've had a couple learning curves from being sick so far along the way. One of them was I had ordered fish, grilled fish, which is fine and I can eat it, except one day I didn't chew it good enough, and chewing is like a major part. And it literally sat in my stomach like I was being stabbed a million times with a knife. It hurt so bad. It was so uncomfortable that honestly, I just had to make myself sick. I was driving. I just had to pull over and make myself sick on the side of the road. I know that sounds gross, but I was just in so much pain. And the second I finally just had it all come up, it was instant relief. So after that time, I definitely make sure I chew until everything is pretty much mush in my mouth, regardless of what it is. And then one night, my husband went to Subway, and I was like, well, just get me a little scoop of tuna and have him put it in like a little bowl for me, and I'll eat tuna. No, that made me like violently sick, throwing up for an hour. It was horrible. And I'm gonna go ahead and assume it was because Subway puts a ton of mayonnaise in their tuna, and I think it was all the mayo. That it was just too much, and my pouch was not happy. So I haven't had tuna since then. I haven't had the guts to try it again. I don't think it was the tuna, but I'm pretty positive it was all the mayonnaise. But I still, being that sick for that long time, I haven't wanted it yet since. So whatever. But other than that, everything else has been going good. I've been able to eat like vegetables and just kind of whatever my family eats. I just don't eat the carbs. Like I'll eat, like I made spaghetti and meatballs, but I made it with spaghetti squash, so I did have a little bit of that. And, I was able to eat the meatballs, well, one meatball before I was full, and they were pretty small. Today I made for lunch for my husband and I. He came home from work for lunch, and I made chicken salad, and that was super yummy. but I made it with a Greek yogurt versus mayonnaise. And I did, dice up some red pepper, a little bit of yellow pepper, celery, 3 hard-boiled eggs, and then I did, some chicken meat diced up or chopped up pretty finely. And then I did a little bit of Greek yogurt, a little bit of a horseradish Dijon mustard, some salt, pepper, and a little bit of paprika, and mixed it all up, and that was really good. Even my husband liked it. I made his on like a toasted sandwich, and I ate my chicken salad just a little bit by itself. And so far so good with that. And of course, been drinking lots and lots of water. I always have ice water with me. When you have the surgery, your pouch is so small, sometimes I'm so thirsty, I want nothing more than to just guzzle water so bad, but you can't, you just have to sip on it, so I always have my ice water on hand. But I did notice that as time is passing, I have been able to drink more at a time than I did when I first had the surgery. So that's kind of been nice to kind of quench my thirst a little bit more that way. And I do find myself having cravings for something other than water. Like sometimes I just want to take a sip of Dr. Pepper because that was my favorite pop before. And it's not unbearable, but I definitely wish I could have it. But the problem with drinking any kind of soda or pop or whatever you call it is the carbonation will stretch your pouch. And I definitely, especially only being 4 weeks out, don't want to stretch my pouch out at all. So I'm not even going to go there. Some people are like, oh, drink diet, at least you won't have all the sugar. Well, it's not just about the sugar intake. It's also about the carbonation and stretching your pouch. And you don't want to go through that kind of major surgery, having your body readjust to it, wanting to lose all this weight just to stretch out your pouch because you want some pop. Like, no, that's not okay. So every now and again, I just have my Crystal Light, or I get like an unsweetened tea from like Starbucks or wherever that has the flavors, like a raspberry unsweet tea, and that's been fine. I just have that every now and again. Let's see. I've had some coffee. I used to be an avid everyday coffee drinker. Now I maybe drink it once a week, and I've been fine with that. And I get the sugar-free creamer, and then I just put a little bit of that in it, and it's fine. Definitely keeping up with all my multivitamins and keeping up with my B12. I did end up buying the chewables. I found them at GNC, and it's actually a higher amount than what my doctor gave me. I think my doctor gave me a 1,000 milligram B12. Well, the chewable, it looks like a little Starburst I got from GNC is like 2,500. And that's actually pretty tasty. I don't have an issue with taking that now. I don't get sick from it anymore. So that's really good. And I need to get back to the gym now that I'm feeling really good and work out. I want to try and tone up a bit because I notice, losing the fat. I'm sure pretty positive I'm losing muscle too, and I don't want to lose muscle tone. So I really need to get back into the gym. I just need to find some time. It gets hard with 3 kids, and I'm in school full time, and honestly this semester school is kicking my butt. I'm in an accelerated 8-week course for statistics, and that has been taking up my life. So I can't wait for that semester to be over. But let's see. My incisions are healing fine. I don't get any pains or anything from that anymore. I've just been pretty much able to do activities as normal now. I mean, I've hit the 4-week range and I'm feeling good. I do notice that I hit a few stalls in my weight loss. So I'll go a few days, 3 or 4 days, and not have had any weight loss at all. And then suddenly I'll weigh myself and I'll be down like 2 or 3, 2 pounds or something like that. But I've heard that that's pretty common. Your body's kind of in shock and still adjusting from how rapid weight loss is. So I'm not too worried about it. you know, obviously everybody's like, I want to lose weight right now, you know, but it's coming off pretty fast. I mean, for me, I feel like, you know, just about 30 pounds in a 4-week period is pretty significant, and I'm happy with it. So I'm excited to see what's coming up. My sister's wedding's coming up October 5th, so I'm really excited for that. I had just gone home last weekend because it was her bachelorette party and her bridal shower, and so it was really nice to see the family. Oh my gosh. So I had to buy a dress for her shower, and I was so excited. So I went into Lane Bryant, you know, and I found this super cute dress on clearance, and it was a size 14, which normally I would have been pretty much busting out of. But I was like, I'll try it on anyway. It fit like a glove. Like, I even had a little bit of room. Like, it fit beautifully. I was so excited that I was like, holy cow. And then even in a few more weeks, it probably won't fit me again. So I was happy I got it on clearance anyway. But I was just like, just really excited that, you know, I can see it in my clothes, where I probably would have been like a 16 or an 18 before, and now I'm, you know, barely in a 14. Like, even that's about to be too small, you know, too big for me. So that was pretty exciting. I wore a pair of skinny jeans that were kind of tight, and I put them on the other day, and they were kind of big. So that was also small victories, I guess. So I'm excited. Anyway, let me know if you guys have any questions about the surgery. You know, I guess I'm just blessed that I really haven't hit any complications thus far. You know, I do have good energy days and bad energy days, and I'm assuming that's just probably just some days my vitamins, my nutrients are just kind of depleted, and I just get really tired, and other days I feel great and I'm ready to take on the world. You know, something that's kind of TMI that I hate is the bowel movement situation. Hardly ever happens, and I wish it happened more often. So that's something that I'm sure, you know, I've only going like every 5 to 7 days once. So I can't wait until that kind of regulates out again. I know, sorry, it's embarrassing information, but I figure some people who are going through the same thing or about to might want to know that you're not the only one. So, I'll talk to my doctor about it when I go in for my 6-week post-op appointment and see what he says or what he suggests. You know, I've had suggestions from other people, which are fine, but I'm not dying, I'm not in pain, and I'll just wait till I talk to my surgeon before I just do what everybody else always tells me to do. So we'll see, but I'll keep you guys posted. I'm hoping to do videos a little bit more often once I can get through this semester and I survive it. Yeah, fun stuff. But I hope you guys are having a good time and have a good week, and I'll talk to you guys later.